Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Negro News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. What I'm about to show you is really shocking video that it was brought to me by our colleague and friend that is Alden Cabello. We need to give credit to the people that started broadcasting about this and the people that we have been spreading this information about what is going on in the borders for years now. We're going on almost 4 to 5 years broadcasting this, and it is really imperative and it is important to give credit to the people that they have done so much work, and also although other reporters which they have been doing an incredible job on broadcasting and bringing things to light. What I'm about to show you is nothing more than Eagle Pass, Texas. This is not the Darien Gap. This is not Mexico. This is not a Afghanistan. This is Eagle Pass, United States of America. After you see this kind of footage that it was brought to me by photojournalist and documentarist Auden Cabello, who works also and is a collaborator for Real America's Voice News as myself, you will be shocked. This video has been surrounding and going viral on social media, and I talked to Auden just a few minutes ago, and we talked about doing a show. He's doing some editing right now on some video and some pictures, and he also is collaborating with the main photograph on a book that is called Overrun by Todd Bensman, which we are going to have him also on our platform to do an interview. Ultimately, those two interviews are going to be great for you guys to see and to ultimately see what is going on. Basically, this is going to shock you because possibly you have seen it, possibly you haven't, but this is actually in United States territory. It is not in Mexico. This is Eagle Pass, United States. These are migrants that they are being now buried in United States property, and this is the way that they are doing it. This all falls in the responsibility of Joseph Biden and the Biden administration and the leftist organizations who aid and abet this to continue. This is all you, because you are basically promoting for migrants to risk their lives and to migrate to different journeys and different pathways, which basically you are making them think that this is okay to risk themselves and to risk their lives through deserts, through jungles, through seas, through rivers, and through ultimately deserts like the Arizona desert and the Texas desert. This was as information that is coming in from Auden Cabello. This video was brought to him. It was recorded by him. This was in Maverick County Cemetery in Eagle Pass, Texas. This is the border that is connected to Piedras Negras, Coahuila. This is a video that it will basically shock you how they are putting migrants in holes and burying them, as the cemetery, it is being overstacked and overflowed. It is an overflow of, sadly, of migrants that they have died. And basically, these are migrants that they have, holy cow, that they have been waiting on the cemetery or in the Maverick Cemetery for them to be deposited into this property. This is basically what it looks like right now, and this is basically how it looks right now. This is Maverick County Cemetery. There's a couple of videos and some photographs as Auden Cabello, photojournalist and documentarist for Real America's Voice News, and also Auden Cabello himself shot this video as they were being dropped off at a cemetery. Look at this. This is Eagle Pass, Texas, in the United States of America. This is not in another country. This is not Mexico. This is not Central America. This is not other countries in the Middle East. This is the United States of America. This is how it looks right now. This is how bodies are being dropped into holes that they were made to basically bury the migrants. These are migrants that they have lost their lives, and it is confirmed by Aden Cabello himself. Tomorrow we will have him on exclusive interview as he is going to explain this. Also, let's see if we can have Anthony Owedo also in our video so we can explain this. How it looks so graphic right here of how they are dropping off bodies into holes in the Maverick Cemetery. And it is horrible. And you can actually see that they have put up names in their, PVC crosses or PVC identification things, as I will show the other video, as John Doe, Little John Doe. These are nicknames that the government of the United States, or ultimately the government of the United States, uses to basically inform. This is how it looks. Now let me put the other clip so you guys can see the other clip. You guys can see the other clip. Let me just put the other clip right here so you guys can understand how aggravating this is. This is completely aggravating. Now, this is a clip that it was brought to me also. Identified people are named John Doe. Okay, let me get this text right here because it says the UN. Unidentified people are named John Doe in the U.S. Yes, unidentified people. Thank you so much for that. This is how it looks. This is a picture of how it looks. Well, I will put the video first up so you guys can see the actual video. This is sad. This is actually sad of what is going on. And this is brought all on the United States government, right? And this is the Biden administration. None other than the Biden administration himself. This is the United States of America. This is 28 people, 28 migrants that they sadly lost their lives, and they were deposited at a space at the Maverick Cemetery, and and ultimately they were basically deposited at a space at the Maverick Cemetery. Again, these videos are from Aden Cabello, photojournalist and documentarist. And this is in Eagle Pass, Texas, in the Maverick Cemetery. This is the border that is connected to Piedras Negras, Coahuila. These are all people that they have passed away on the intent or that they were trying to cross to the United States of America, or ultimately they in the intent to arrive to United States territory in the river, and also not only that, but not only in the river, but also in the desert. This is not stupid language like the leftists use. This is not creating hysteria. This is not fear mongering. This is not You are creating hysteria at the border. You're a fearmonger. You're a conspiracy theorist. This is reality of how it looks right now. These are people that they are risking their lives, all of them, because they know that there are certain ports and certain parts of the United States which is opened, and then they see and then they acknowledge that is basically open for people to come in. So when they see that it's open and that they see that they can achieve their crossing, they do not mind going through uh they do not mind going through basically uh these dangerous pathways and dangerous journeys. This is not the Darien Gap. This is in the United States of America. And you cannot justify by saying these incompetent comments like saying, well, right here they're giving them some place that they can bury them. No, that's not the whole point. You're not getting to my point. My point is how bad it is right now. How bad it is right now that you have now on cemeteries in the United States of America, which they are putting bodies on holes because the cemeteries are packed. One, two, it is so bad right now that migrants are dying on their intent to cross, and you're still continuing as Jean-Pierre, the White House Speaker, it is continuing to say it is okay. Everything is all right. The border is secure. You got Kamala Harris saying that the border is secure. You have those two people that they're actually standing in the front of a screen at a Washington White House conference. And they're standing right there in front of you and they're saying the border is secure. Nothing is going on. Nobody's coming in. You're wrong. This is two people that they're actually legitimately and without no shame at all lying in front of all, not the American people, just for people to understand. It's not just the American people, it is people all across the globe. Because people all across the globe, they are coming to the land of the United States of America and risking all. And not only risking all, but spending all their money to achieve to come into the United States. And ultimately, this is how it is so bad. This is how it is so bad. There's a comment right here. Also, the migrants are not valuing their lives. They also throw away their identifications. There's no betting. So when they find a body, that's a clear fact for my manager. That's actually legitimate. Yes. So there's no betting, quote unquote betting. So when they find a body, it cannot be identified. It will take a lot of time and money to find throughout the whole world to find where the bodies belong to. That is another thing. Because a lot of the migrants, they're dropping off their identifications, their passports in the mud or before they enter the United States of America. So when they do that and they risk their lives to cross to the United States, you actually have a gigantic problem. You have the problem that nobody knows their identification. Nobody knows who is coming in or out. This is why filters, and I have said this before, filters are so important right now. Filters are completely important right now. Are really important. Filters. And this is why filters are so important in whatever country they're migrating from. Central America, South America, Europe, to the continent of America. And it is important that we have filters on every single voter, so we will know who is, not only because it's not you're harassing them, you're stalking them, you are taking away the right to have a right to transit. No, it is to know who's coming in. What's your name? What happens if something happens to you? What will happen if something happens to you? How we will contact your family members? How, if some tragedy happens to you, how we will contact somebody that has basically your information? How will we contact your family members? How we will know who you are? This is so bad right now. And it is impressive that the Biden administration, it is not doing nothing about it. Nothing. The only thing that the Biden administration it is doing right now, it is basically denying that there is a crisis at the border. What the Biden administration it is doing right now, it is basically saying that there is no crisis at the border. What the Biden administration it is doing right now, it is saying that this is a challenge, that this is not a crisis. What the Biden administration is saying right now, it is that the border it is secure and that everything is okay, that nothing is wrong. It is so wrong right now. This smuggling scheme, this whole operandi of travel advisors that they are operating since Central America, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, these travel advisors that they're operating from all the way from down there and acting as travel agents to basically aid and abet this to continue. It is unbelievable that nobody it is from a politician standpoint, from an authority standpoint, for God's sake, the hell with politicians. From an authority standpoint, it is so important that nobody is saying anything about it. For God's sake, when are they going to say something about it? You got travel advisors that they're basically acting, these smugglers, they're acting as travel agents. And everything that is being said from Central America to all the way to North America, it is that these people are basically taking advantage of these vulnerable situations, vulnerable people to make a big, gigantic profit that is thousands and thousands and thousands and not even thousands, millions of dollars. And now it is being shown to you that this is how it looks. This is basically how it looks. This is the cemetery right here. This is Maverick Cemetery in the parts of Eagle Pass. This is Maverick Cemetery. It's not me. This is actual legitimate proof. And we're going to have tomorrow Aren Cabello, that the person that actually documented this in Eagle Pass, Texas. We're going to have him on our platform to explain this video, how it looks so bad. how it is so bad. This is sick and it's bad because you have this. Everybody's talking about what is going on in the Darien Gap. A lot of people, a lot of lives are lost in the Darien Gap, and people need to realize that the Darien Gap has become extremely famous around the world. Nobody's talking about what is the aftermath of the Darien Gap, and the aftermath of the Darien Gap is people also dying, hundreds dying on their intent to cross from the US, from Mexico to the US. That is the problem. There's a big amount of quantity of people. So another comment right here. This is when the fiscal 2022 started. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS officials have registered 748 migrant deaths at the border, according to the report. These are the ones that they were found. What about those that they were not found? That's on track to surpass the number of deaths registered in the fiscal 2021, when 557 migrants were dead, were registered, setting a grim record. And this is a comment that I will read because I said I'm going to read your comments. And these are people, and I will read it with all respect without getting into an altercation with your comment. But apparently, facts hurt. Apparently you're getting upset of what I'm saying. And I'm being honest, I'm going to read your comments and I will put them on the screen. What is the Mexican government doing, Oscar? They're not doing anything. They're corrupt. They're corrupt. And nobody told me that they were supposed to be travel agents. If you notice, I have several interviews where migrants are calling them travel agents, and there are several places where they're calling them travel agents. Have you been putting attention to our news? Have you been putting attention to our news? Migrants are calling them travel agents. There's multiple banners in social media and mainstream media and also social media, and not only social media, applications like WhatsApp, Telegram, and all these places where they're calling them travel agents. Have you been putting attention? You're saying that I am putting, and I am legitimately going to your comment right here back. And I don't know where it was. Okay. Right here. You're saying, what is the Mexican government doing, Oscar? And I'm telling you right now, they're not doing anything. They're corrupt. They have always been corrupt. We are under a cartel government. Wow. Does somebody notice something new? Did I said something new to you? No, everybody knows that. And you're saying, and don't take this the wrong way, I've been a supporter of you from the beginning, first time that I see you, but thank you, but you keep pointing at USA only. Holy cow, when are we going to realize that you have a problem in the United States government? When are you going to realize that the Biden administration, it is the one that is incentivizing this? They're not going to Canada. Are they going to Europe? Germany? Bulgaria? Netherlands? They want to go to Alaska? Puerto Rico? Where? Do you can I be more clear? These are travel agencies. that they are promoting. They're promoting this. And you know what? Let me just put it on screen right here. I have showed this before. I'm going to show one, specifically one. Let me just show it right here. Can it be more obvious to you? Do you want it to be more obvious? Right there. Is it more obvious? Promotion. It says right here, special gathering. We're leaving on the 15th of September. Permitted, not luggage. Mario Travels on the bottom. What is it so not obvious about it? This is not a pandering site. I have said it multiple times. This is not a pandering site. This is not, oh, you're always, what is the Mexico doing? Mexico should stop them. Why are we supposed to be doing the dirty work? It's supposed to be starting from who's incentivizing it also. Mexico is doing a horrible job. The Mexican government, it is doing a horrible job. I'm stopping the abuse. We already know that. The Mexican government, it is corrupt. Holy cow, we already know that. We have talked about that for hundreds and multiple times. We have talked about it for multiple times. Tell me something new. Does this look? This is not okay. Remember, all of these countries are part of a global compact on migration. The global compact on migration, it is an open border agenda. All the majority of the continent of America is under the global compact on migration. The United States of America, it is an habilitator for the global compact on migration. We have shown those documents, and you have been a follower of mine. You should know that. If you have been a follower of mine, you should have watched the last program because you're saying I've been a follower of yours since the start. We talked about this travel agents, and we put also interviews of migrants calling them travel agents. Huh. This is in Eagle Pass, Texas. I decided to do a live feed. I've been not feeling well. I decided to do a live feed to talk about this because this is so important. And I was not going to do no live feeds, and I decided to do it, and I wanted to listen to your opinions. You're putting always the U.S. down. Come on. Grow a pair. This is actually what is happening. And people need to acknowledge and people need to understand that there's a problem not only in Central America, North America also. And North America, it is the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Canada, United States, and Mexico. The big three. Now everybody getting their feelings hurt. apparently, getting their feelings hurt. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining in this video. An investigation was done by Auden Cabello itself. Auden Cabello, it is a photojournalist who has been working. It's an independent photojournalist and documentarist for different networks. He works for all of the people that want to go and hook up with Auden. He is in the part of Eagle Pass, Texas, border with Piedras Negras, Coahuila. He's there. And he has been there documenting for longest of time. As he is documenting and doing all these particular investigations, he just found out this. And this is how they are. And let me just remove this and put this video again on the screen. How they are dropping off bodies. Particularly, these are all migrants that they have died or passed away, sadly, trying in their intent to cross to the United States of America. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not creating hysteria at the border, because these people that they use these kind of languages, creating hysteria and conspiracy theories and fearmonger, they're all leftist panders. They don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to talk about what is actually happening. They don't want to say, this is the reality. This is what's happening. This is what is going on actual American soil. This is Maverick Cemetery in Eagle Pass, Texas. This is Maverick Cemetery in Eagle Pass, Texas. It's sad. There's a comment right here. I will put those comments in as soon as we go on with the live feed. Somebody commented right here something really important that I want to put on the screen. Hold on right here. Where are you? Yes, right here. Trina says, I saw 3 young boys went missing last week in Tijuana. Happens daily and no one is talking about it. Yes, they just found a kid that it was selling popsicles in the public canal in Tijuana. He was a teenager, and he was beat up. The forensics already acknowledged his body, and he had injuries in his chest and in his neck of being punched numerous times until he passed away. Also, there's 2 other kids missing in Tijuana, young. This is actually happening in Mexico a lot. Remember that I have been consistently saying, I have been consistently saying that we are number 3 in the world for, assassinations towards women. Number we have 10 cities on the top, top 50. I always consistently say those statistics because I do that so people will remind you that we have a problem. So people will get reminded that we have a big problem. One of the biggest insecure cities in the continent, it is Caracas, Venezuela. They have a gigantic problem of insecurity towards women, assassinations towards women. Also, rape. All this kind of stuff that is happening in several continents, and it is that comment specifically goes to a really viral case right now that is happening in Tijuana. That basically, this kid was beaten up by I don't know who. They are investigating now. This is a young kid around 10 to 12 years of age who was selling popsicles, and he was beaten up and he was found at a canal. If a lot of people are saying the comments are being stopped at Facebook, it is the platform, Facebook itself. It is not it is not it is not me. It's Facebook, it's the platform itself. And I did not I didn't remember why I went live on Facebook. I am not going to go live on Facebook. And I'm not trying to go live anymore. I'm trying to record all the videos and then upload them to do premieres. It's just dealing with the live feed and dealing with several individuals. Joe Rogan himself said it. Tim Pool said it. I don't put attention to the comments anymore because basically it's just completely fighting with people, and a lot of people get into the live feed just to create an animosity between the audience. That's what they're trying to do. Divide. You divide, you conquer. That is the ideology of a Marxist. So you get in there, you divide, you comment, you harass. And that is specifically why I'm clearly deciding to record and then upload. And I will be in the comment section talking to you guys. But it's really annoying. It's become so annoying that a lot of people are just, hey, there's no volume, and they're doing it on purpose so people will get distracted. Or fighting with another one and another one. It's just distractions from people to just ultimately attend to the situation. There's a comment right here in Spanish. Yareli, ¿cómo estás? Y las autoridades tardaron mucho en iniciar la búsqueda formalmente. Los colectivos de búsqueda en Tijuana hacen muchas veces más que ellos. Saludos, Yareli. Claro que sí. Totalmente de acuerdo contigo. Y no solamente eso, sino también la amenaza. Let me respond this in Spanish. La amenaza que reciben los colectivos de búsqueda por parte de organizaciones criminales es totalmente inminente, ¿eh? y es fuerte. Por eso muchas de las veces, pues mucha gente no se quiere unir por el miedo de unirse a tratar de hacer algún bien común. Gracias por comentar. This is it's a media war. That's basically it. And it is to discredit individuals. Joe Rogan himself, the most important broadcaster right now in the whole country of the United States of America, it is not Tucker Carlson. It is not Sean Hannity. It is not the guy from CNN or MSNBC or whoever it is. It is Joe Rogan himself. That is the most important communicator right now that basically is telling it the way it is, without no conspiracies, without. This is past. We are, news nowadays. It is not like the old days, people. News nowadays, it is more freelance. It is more independent. And nowadays, the one that is informing right now, and he stopped the comments. He said, I stopped watching them. Joe Rogan stopped watching them. And I'm listening to the guy, and I played the video when he said that, and I'm like, why is he saying that? Why Joe Rogan said that he wanted to stop watching the comments, and after seeing how disgusting the comments are on his comment section, I'm like, I will be disgusted also. Also, Tim Pool, one of the most greatest broadcasters right now in the United States of America, Tim Pool decided also to stop that. Stop watching the comments. I'm on the comment section off. You can still comment, but I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to see it. So right now, my comment section is off. I'm not seeing the comment section. And I will put the comment section when I want to basically, talk to people. It is not my obligation to consistently be interacting and reading slanderous, insulting, inconsistent, harassing comments in the live feed so you will distract me from my news. I'm not going to do that. It is exhausting. And you only bring an animosity to a live feed where we are trying to inform the reality, plastering and giving you a whoop in the ass about your creating hysteria language, about your fear mongering language, and about your creating hysteria at the border, fear monger, conspiracy theories. And because we are not everything that is the opposite of that, completely discredit immediately. Such a fear monger. It's creating hysteria. Everybody can comment right here in the comment section. I'm not denying you commentating or not. You can comment whether I'm going to put the comment section on for me, for myself. I am not going to do it. And ultimately, I will start reading the good comments. When I say, yeah, you know what? I'll start reading the comments. I'll turn off my comment section for myself. And I will read the good comments. I will turn off the comments for myself. You can still be commentating on the live feed. You can still comment. And, if you want to pick a fight, whoever you want to pick a fight, go ahead and do it, man. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get distracted anymore. Does it sound logical? Yes, it is. Is it a pain in the butt to be consistently watching these kind of comments just disrupt a live feed and create animosity? There's just, I don't know. I'm just being honest. We're trying the best that we can over here, and clearly I'm not the one that is basically saying this about the comments. You got Joe Rogan, for God's sake, the guy's a multimillionaire. Thank you, Mona, Nancy, and Michael for the coffees. Buy me a coffees on the bottom link if you guys like to contribute to independent reporting and travel fund. But if Joe Rogan himself is saying it, and Tim Pool himself is saying it, you know how many Tim Pool, and I'm just going to drop it off right now. I would like to have a podcast with somebody, man, that we can talk about this. You know how Tim Pool has a hate page? He has 150,000 followers on that hate page. Holy cow. 150,000 haters of Tim Pool. I think it's 150, and my manager is not lying about it. I think that they created a hate page for Tim Pool, and it was 150,000, I think so. Something like that. Holy cow. Does the guy get distracted? Does the guy get distracted for what he's saying? The guy doesn't get distracted. He continues to do it. He just said, "The hell with it. I'm not even going to put attention to that." And there's several videos. My manager saying, okay, several videos on YouTube that they are made about him, and it's not 150,000. It's 600,000 views. Holy cow, man. These are, and the guy continues. I admire those kind of people, man. That we get attacked, that they start saying things about us and they start threatening our lives. And they try to extortion us. I admire those kind of people, man. I admire those kind of people because it is a complete attack. You're going to do what I say so. It's kind of like that. And in case to Tim Pool, more than 600, More than 500,000 views on these videos, man. Imagine how that guy feels. And he continues to do it. He got swatted. The guy's an independent, and now he is being put as a right wing. I admire the guys that they're fighting that, not the people that they're attacking. Read what I'm saying. Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones. These people are being attacked consistently. They just want to do their job. They just want to do they just want to communicate. He has been swatted over 8 times. Tim Pool has been swatted over 8 times. Holy cow. It's a new strategy by these libtards. Over 8 times he has been swatted. You got to be kidding me with this, man. If this is not an attack on freedom of speech, I don't know what is it really. But they called us conspiracy theorists, fear mongers, and creating hysteria at the border. That's their language. Xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronoun-phobic, white supremacist, white imperialist. When you're not woke. Fascist, racist. All of the above. Shocking video right here. I will play it before I go. Play it before I go again. This is video coming in from Maverick Cemetery in Eagle Pass, Texas. This is video provided by Auden Cabello himself. Auden Cabello, it is a photojournalist, photo documentarist, video documentarist from Piedras Negras, Coahuila, and he works in Eagle Pass, Texas. He has worked with all mainstream media and independent reporters. This is a video that it was shot of people that they have died on their intent to cross to the United States of America. These are migrants that they don't have an identification name, so they are now being identified as John Doe, and they are being deposited in holes that they were made in the Eagle Pass Cemetery, Maverick Cemetery. These are migrants that they died on their intent to cross to the United States of America through the river, through the desert. This is how they're being dropped off right there. Holy cow. My God. Can it be a little bit more graphic? Right there. So bad, so sad, so bad, man. So bad. So bad. This is bad. I will turn on the comments right here. The comment section is on. I will read the good comments, legitimate comments, questions that you guys want to ask. I will put them on the screen. Comment section is on for me. Has been going on for a little while now. So whoever wants to comment on the comment section, or whoever wants to ask me a question, go ahead. It is communist Germany. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let me see right here. Independence. Hey, Oscar, are you excited for the Mexican Independence Day of this year? What are we supposed to celebrate? I'm proud to be Mexican. We got 8 cities on the top 10 for violence and delinquents in the world. We're number 1 for cartel activity in the world. Number three for child trafficking. Number 3 for assassinations, or number 4 for assassinations towards women. We have a huge inflation in our country. There's a lot of violence towards women. There's a lot of violence towards children. There's multiple kidnappings continuously going on in our country. Cartel has complete and full control of our security. Not too long ago, they were burning automobiles in the whole country, the organized crime to just threatening the security of the citizens. Multiple caravans have left the southern border. Multiple people are vulnerable people risking their lives through our country of Mexico. To find Auden Cabello, the link is pinned in the chat. So if you guys want to find Auden Cabello, it is in the chat. How can I say Viva Mexico? I'm proud to be Mexican. I'm proud. This has nothing to do with it's Independence Day, but it's Mexico feminicide. Really, it is assassinating women. It's a place where for a lot of insecurity towards women. How are we gonna yell Viva Mexico and be proud of where our country is going through right now? I'm proud to be Mexican. I love my country, man. I really love my country, but we're not doing good. We're not doing well. We're not. If you celebrate the 4th of July, I'm gonna ask you a question, Nate. How you doing? Will you celebrate the 4th of July like you always celebrate the 4th of July? Right now. Will you do it? Will you yell on the 4th of July the next year? Will you yell on a celebration on a barbecue when you're barbecuing hamburgers and hot dogs? Will you yell freedom? So of course, it is the anniversary of our independence, and we were independent from Spaniards. They conquered us. They took all the gold, raped our women, and all that kind of stuff. If we go back in history, there's a lot of horrible things that happen. But how are you going to celebrate when we are right now going through a most difficult time? I believe that is one of the most difficult times in history of our country of Mexico. So comment right here says, loving your country does not equal as loving your government, but your government, our government, is the one that is making us to basically be persecuted in our own country. Our government is the one that is ruining our country. So how are you going to love it if it is getting ruined by dirty politicians? And these are the same ones that they want you to yell, they want you to scream, Viva Mexico. Right? Another question, comment I will read from all of you guys before I go 56 minutes into this live feed. Comment section again is on right here for myself. Same in the USA, the government, it is destroying us. It's what they always been dirty, but it's better than it's ever been here. I don't know where you're living, brother. 664. I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. I'm not from Morena, and I'm not from PRI and from PAN. Let's not even start with those justification, bro. No soy del PRI, no soy del PAN, no soy de Morena. No soy del PRI, no soy del PAN, no soy de Morena. Y mira nada más la impunidad que hay en Tijuana. ¿Me estás diciendo que estamos bien en Tijuana cuando hace unos días, hace unas semanas estaban quemando automóviles aquí? Toda mi vida he vivido aquí, viejo. Yo soy de Tijuana, nací en Tijuana. Toda mi vida he vivido aquí, viejo. Nací en Tijuana, yo soy de Tijuana. Me estás diciendo que estamos bien cuando hace un par de semanas fue la ciudad en el estado donde se quemaron más vehículos por el crimen organizado. Acabamos de salir del top 5. 5 carros quemaron. No manches, güey. No empieza a trolear, güey. Ya, güey. Fueron más de 40, caro. Y ahí están los informes. Y son informes de la Secretaría del Ministerio Público, viejo. Por favor, ya. No te voy a poner atención. Fue bueno el comentario, ya te peleé, güey, ya. Ahí déjala. Good evening to everybody. Another comment. I put attention to one of your comments, but when you're actually trying to lie to yourself, really, when you're lying to yourself and you're just trying to bring like, no, it's not, nothing is happening, everything is okay over here, we're doing great. It's like, what the hell? Barbara, and the current U.S. government is destroying our nation deliberately. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm just saying. I'm not even going to quote nobody. I'm not going to quote Abraham Lincoln because the other day that I quoted Abraham Lincoln, there was a gigantic troll right here saying, oh my God, he's quoting somebody that he was the greatest slave trader of history and la la la. I'm not even going to quote anything. Just look at how your country is doing right now. Look of how your country is doing right now. I'm not quoting nobody. And analyze yourself. Just analyze how your country is doing right now. Oh, by the way, whatever happened to Antifa clearly disappeared on 2020. On the election on 2020, Antifa was radical as hell, right? Black Lives Matter was burning down all buildings. Now everything is love. Love is love. What happened to those organizations? Clearly, it looks that they're being paid off by the left. And the left works like this, man. The left works like this. It works like this in Venezuela. It works like this in countries that they're communist. It works like this. They implement these kind of groups, radical leftist, radical progressive, radical groups to divide and to ultimately implement their division. When they achieve their division, these mercenary activists, when they achieve what they wanted, this complete destruction and discredit everything that you represent, when they achieve that, they pull off and they go away. And that's it. They accomplished what they wanted. Thank you. Cindy has become a member on Facebook. Thank you so much. You can become a member. Thank you so much. Can become a member of Facebook. One more comment, an hour and 1 minute. Obama, Agenda UN 2030. Everybody forgot about what this man did to the United States, man. Everybody forgot about what Barack Obama did to the United States. Completely brought the United Nations to control the United States. That's what Barack Obama did. They forgot about that. It was everybody was saying he was a great speaker and great guy, and everybody was, so infatuated with his charm and all this kind of stuff. but he was the one that brought the United Nations into the United States. He was the one that brought the global compact of migration into the United States. He was the one that brought it over here, nobody else. He brought it over here to the continent of America. He was the first one to bring it over here. Then Canada, Trudeau signed on to it. Mexico signed into it. It is factual. It is right there. Google it, man. God. Google, DuckDuck, Mozilla, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do it on your end. Whatever you want to do. Whatever the hell you want to do, Google it, Mozilla, DuckDuck. I don't know where do you guys get your information from, but just start researching and just say, you know what, let's research Barack Obama, what he did with the United Nations, and you will find out what he did. Disgusting, man. And these people are the ones that they pander to being humanitarian. That administration itself, I don't know why Latinos still believe on these Democrats, but that administration itself is the one that deported more Latinos in history of the United States of America. Is the one that deported more Latinos in history of 5 million. 5 million. 5 million they deported. 5 million. Trump is not in office. I don't know why you're bringing Trump into play. Ahorita, ¿quién está ahorita, papá? No metas a Trump. Trump has nothing to do right now. Who is in office right now, baby boy? Who is it? Tell me the name. Who is in office? Who's in office right now? Is he doing a good job? How's inflation going in your gasoline? How's that? The biggest and largest Californians migrating to Tijuana and to Baja California, Mexico, in the whole continent, and in the whole history. In history, you have never seen so many Americans on this side. You want to go to the gas station in Tijuas and go check out how many Americans are filling up their gas over here? You want to do it? Why are you stuck? Why people so many stuck on Trump? Does anybody forgot about Bush, about Clinton, about Obama? These are corrupt politicians. Corrupt, every single one of them. And Obama, man, for God's sake, El Morenito, he's going to help us. Remember? You remember. You remember. El Morenito nos va a ayudar. Yeah. Obama's going to help us. Remember? You remember. Because he's black and he's more with high five with the Mexicans. Go over there and read the history. Who deported more Mexicans in history? More Latinos in history? Who put the kids in cages? Not speculating, on not being a conspiracy theorist, on not being a fearmonger, on not creating hysteria at the border, on not being xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, racist, fascist, all of the above. I'm not a white imperialist. I'm not a white supremacist. I'm not kissing the white man's foot. I'm just giving you facts. Just go over there, man. Who was the vice president, by the way? Do you remember? You remember? Who deported more? Do you want me to just slap you in the face with the last one? Just Google who deported more retired veterans. If you go right now to some of these veterans that they deserved to be in the United States of America and they were deported, Deported veterans. Veterans that served the country of the United States of America, that they were promised to give them legitimate documentation. These people deserve more than anybody in the world to be in the United States of America. More than anybody. They put on a uniform to represent that country. They put on a uniform to serve that country. If they would have told them that minute, right there, it does not even matter if they were Democrat, Republicans, whatever it is. If they were told in that minute, you're going to give your life right now in Afghanistan, pick up your things and go, what do you think that they would have done? They would have picked up their things and go. A lot of those deported veterans, they were deported under Obama administration. A lot of them. I don't see you commentating on that. They're the ones that deserve. They should be on the front lines to get back to the United States. Does not even there. I don't even. I never. I don't know how the military works. But a lot of military men that were here the other day and they were commentating about that, and they were saying, you know what, Oscar? No, you're not. You don't know what you're talking about. Thank you so much, manager. Got 5 more minutes. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, just leave it alone. They have their past. They committed a crime or something like that. I'm going to tell you like it is, man. I'm going to tell you like it is. These people, these men, they were deported veterans, that they served the Marines, they served the Navy, they served whatever governmental branch. They were willing to die for that country. Just because of that, they deserve everything to be in their country. They just want to go back home. Why they got deported? They should be the first ones to be called back to say, you know what? What the hell are you doing over there, man? You were willing to die for us. Why we are deporting you? Why? Why are we relieving you? Why are we throwing you out of our country like you're nothing when you were going to give your life for us? You put on a uniform. You did everything. You did your mistake. Yes. You committed a mistake. Possibly. Yes. That's not for you to judge. You gave your life. You were going to give your life for us. And you throw them away and you deport them. That's so unfair. I don't care who the president is of the United States. I don't know how that functions. On my opinion, as a citizen of Tijuana, as a Mexican citizen, as a reporter, I will tell you like it is. As a reporter, I will tell you like it is. I don't agree with it. I don't care who's president. I don't care who is the president. If he's doing that, you need to stop. You need to stop doing that. Whoever is the president, if it was the 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 50, you need to stop. You cannot be doing that. These people were willing to give their lives for that country, and you're throwing them out. Am I right? Can I get a hell yeah, man, over here in the live feed? Can I get a hell yeah, man? Am I wrong or am I right? Those are the first ones that they should be in there, man. Those are the ones that they should be in there, in their country. Let them go back home, man. Let them go back. And if they need to, do something for society, for their community, let them repent. Let them get a second chance. Why are you why are you not an habilitator for them to go back to the veterans? Oh, they committed this crime and Marines and this. Ha! They put on a again, man. That has no comparison of these men putting uniforms on to serve their country. I'm sorry. And when you start putting excuses of unless they did this, unless they did that, unless they did that, well, I hope that you, the one that is saying unless, will appreciate if they would have died for you. You would have said, oh, unless they would have not stepped into that mine, unless they would have protected themselves and they would have ducked that missile, that BOMB, unless they would have done this, unless they would have done that. There's no unless when it is life and death serving your country. There's no unless. There has never been. There's no unless with that. In the middle of I'm trying to understand, but in the middle of a gun, in the middle of a crossfire, do you think that unless they're going to think on unless they're going to think on justifications? Do you think that they're going to think, hey, I shouldn't do this because possibly I'm going to get in trouble? Do you think that they're going to do that? There's no thinking. It's only serving. And if you commit a mistake, you pay for it. That's it. But getting thrown off or getting thrown away by the country that you honored and you said, you know what, I'm willing to die for it, and to not be admitted again, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I never investigated that in Mexico if there's some kind of deportation to our military also. I never no, because you have to be born to serve in the military in Mexico. And in the United States, I don't know how. I need to investigate more on that. I need to investigate a little bit more on that. Now we're in 15 minutes. It was nice talking to you guys. I don't feel well, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who did that happen to Oscar? What the hell? What kind of comment is that? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Boys News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. This video that we shown, we touch a lot of topics today, and I had a conversation with you guys, and also just for you guys to clarify, I am uploading now. If I'm not on the if I'm not on the floor documenting, or if I'm not on a place giving you guys reality and truth of the news, if I'm not on that place, I am going to be uploading only videos, man. It's just so, sometimes the live feed is just so I turn off today the comments section because it is so contaminating sometimes. Really, it is. And then people start getting upset. Oh my God, you're blocking freedom of speech. You're doing this. You're creating animosity, man. You're coming only to create animosity in a live feed that is informing about what is happening, man. And it is only to contaminate our live feed. So I will prefer to just upload a video like this that we are just doing right now. I will upload the video, and then later on, if I want to do some news and I want to go live, I'll do it. If I feel like it, I'll do it. If I don't, I don't. To be legitimately honest with you guys, I am I'm trying to be honest with you guys. It's just every live streamer, reporter, journalist, and whatever you want to call it, communicator, it is uploading videos only. It's not going live. And it's because of this, the comment section, it is just so contaminating sometimes, man. Joe Rogan is doing it. For God's sake, the guy is the number one. I listen to him. Those little clips, videos that he puts sometimes on Instagram and those kind of stuff. I listen to that guy, man. It's such a crazy conversations when he has those. He has so many crazy conversations about aliens and all this kind of crazy stuff, man. I'm like, wow, I'm fascinated by topics that they are easily being done in a 5-minute clip. I'm just fascinated at the ability that this man has to have a conversation about one topic in 3 to 4 minutes. I'm just fascinated. I'm like, how can you not extend on that? But he is what he is, and he told everybody, I'm not putting attention to the comments. It is too much. Also, Tim Pool, my God, who doesn't love Tim Pool, man? Also, Tim Pool said enough is enough. I'm done with the comment section. Let them have fun between themselves. Let them enjoy themselves. I'm not even going to get into it, man. And he stopped. So why should I be also continuously watching the comment section when it is just contaminating sometimes, man? Good comments, good comments, good comments, bad, 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 fighting. I'm like, ugh. Let better, upload, and then that's it. Thank you so much. I created a Gives and Go for my travels to Central America. I will be putting it up here for people that want to contribute to my travels to Central America and South America. We have a planification to go down south, but it has to be really well done. We don't want another Guatemala to happen to us, that we almost got killed and assassinated on our last trip to Guatemala. But we want to plan it out correctly, and we are trying to do it right now. And we are trying to basically plan it out as much as we can, so we can remain focused on what is, our security, that is first and foremost. So I created a Gives and Go for us to basically see if we can get that support. And also, you can buy me a coffee that is pinned on the chat. Say hello to everybody at Getter. I haven't put attention to the people at Getter. I apologize, man. Apologize for people at Getter. Say hello to people at Getter. We're live at Getter. It's nice to see the audience at Getter and the War Room Posse over here at Getter, man. Beautiful audience at Getter. Thank you so much for all your support. God bless you guys. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.
We're in the middle of everything. They're carrying a child. Look at this. They're carrying a child. Look at this. This is horrible.
Ustedes tienen familia, somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes. Somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes.
Discúlpeme, oficial. They have encapsulated them. They're pushing. Now they're pushing. Some of them, they're escaping underneath to the ranches. Look at this, man. They're throwing rocks. They're hitting the National Guard officers. Throwing rocks over here.
Gosh, what a scene to see really unfolding here, and having them use that rope so that they're all able to stay together is really interesting to see all this happen, Oscar.
is number 4 in the world for violence and homicides. Due to this factor, the military was moved to Tijuana. Entry of San Isidro next door to the city of Tijuana, Mexico. Migrants looking for asylum from Ukraine arrived to the
Roto, señores, las barreras. Ya no los pueden controlar. They have broke the barriers. They cannot control them.